Welcome to the Detroit Experience.
Several sources report that CyberLife has provided Detroit police with a prototype detective android. Although police assistant androids have existed for several years now, this would be the first case of an android being authorized to play an active role in criminal investigations. We contacted CyberLife for comment, but no longer.
We are now approaching Ferndale Station. Please take the next step. Customers are reminded that all androids must run in the designated area.
There's a place where we can be free. Find Jericho.
They missed me. Spare some change? Really? Not surprised. Apparently she did. Yeah. I know. It's crazy, right? Sure. I'll talk to you later.
I heard that android boy guy's gonna go see the music.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Hey, listen, can you spare some cash?
The light.
Welcome to Jericho.
What's up, Rev? How's it going?
Good. We're just playing Power Wash Simulator today.
That's cool. I just had some GF pizza.
Plastic with you?
I get tired of saying gluten-free, using the word gluten-free, so I just say GF pizza.
Number 5 in the third. Lickety split. That Philly's one hell of a chaser. You want to flutter?
Last shit hot tip you gave me sent me back a week's wages, baby.
Come on, this is different. It's 100% guaranteed. You can't go wrong.
Detroit Food Hygiene License. License expired 5/20 of 2031. Renewal refused 7/24 of 2031. Well, they hadn't
Detroit Become Human.
Yeah. Wow, they hadn't renewed their food license in over 2 months. Business owner, criminal record, resisting arrest, breach of hygiene regulations. I don't think you want someone who has had breach of hygiene regulations records working at a fast food joint.
All right, I'm in.
Damn straight. Hey, you won't regret this.
What is your problem? Won't you ever do as you're told? Look, you don't have to follow me around like a poodle.
Have you ever played Detroit Becomes Human?
I started to play it a while back. I have it.
I'm sorry for my behavior back at the police station. I didn't mean to be unpleasant.
Oh, wow. You've even got a brown-nosing apology program. As if CyberLife thought everything, huh?
Yeah. I mean, if you're not into those kind of games, but I just like it because it's so, like, story.
She didn't care for anything that has a story.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, thanks, Jerry. I'm starving.
Don't leave that thing here.
Oh, not a chance. Follows me everywhere.
Hey, don't leave that thing standing here. No chance. It follows me everywhere. See? I don't know if I would feel comfortable living in a world where,
Enjoy your meal.
Thank you.
I don't want to alarm you, Lieutenant, but I think your friends are engaged in illegal activities.
Well, everybody does what they have to get by. As long as they're not hurting anybody, I don't bother them.
Well, I'm gonna start doing
Is there anything you'd like to know about me?
Hell no. Well, yeah. Why do they make you look so goofy and give you that weird voice?
CyberLife androids are designed to work harmoniously with humans. Both my appearance and voice were specifically designed to facilitate my integration.
Well, they fucked up.
Maybe I should tell you what we know about...
is there anything you would like to know about me, the android? And he's like, actually, yeah. Why do they make y'all look so goofy and give you all those weird voices? And he is like, my demeanor and my voice and stuff has allowed me to compensate of being able to be around humans and being able to interact with them on a sociological basis or something like that. And he's like, well, they fucked up.
Excuse me.
Deviants.
You read my mind. Proceed.
We believe that a mutation occurs in the software of some androids, which can lead to them emulating a human emotion.
In English, please.
They don't really feel emotions. They just get overwhelmed by irrational instructions, which can lead to unpredictable behavior.
Emotions always screw everything up. The androids aren't as different from us as we thought.
This morning, when we were chasing those deviants, why didn't you want me to cross the highway?
Because you could have been killed. And I don't like filling out paperwork for damaged equipment.
Can I ask you a personal question, Lieutenant? Why do you hate androids so much?
I have my reasons. You ever dealt with deviants before?
A few months back, a deviant was threatening to jump off the roof with a little girl. I managed to save her.
So I guess you've done all your homework, right? Know everything there is to know about me?
I know you graduated top of your class. You made a name for yourself in several cases and became the youngest lieutenant in Detroit. I also know you've received several disciplinary warnings in recent years, and you spend a lot of time in bars.
So what's your conclusion?
I think working with an officer with personal issues is an added challenge. But adapting to human unpredictability is one of my features. I just got a report of a suspected deviant. It's a few blocks away. We should go have a look.
Yeah, I don't know about
I'll be in the car if you need.
living in a world where there's androids that look human. That just
They're not as far off as you would think.
yeah.
Hey, Connor! You run out of batteries or what?
I'm sorry. I was making a report to CyberLife.
Well, do you plan on staying in the elevator?
No. I'm coming.
Yeah. Because first you have AI
What do we know about this
androids,
guy?
Not much.
and
Just that a
then
neighbor
people
reported that
want
he heard
to
strange
have sex
noises
with
coming
them.
from this
Oh, that's already
Whoa.
happening.
Nobody's supposed to be living.
Well, yeah, I mean, I
But
guess it's
the
called
neighbor said
blow-up
he saw
dolls.
a man hiding an LED
No,
under his
no.
cap.
Like, they actually have realistic dolls that are designed to look like humans, and they have AI programs in them.
See, they made a rep.
They cost as much as a new car, but
Yeah, let's screw an android that costs 25 grand. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the sex dolls? Wasn't the expensive ones like $10,000?
I think I saw that the ones that had AI were like 12,000.
Yeah. You see, in Detroit Becomes Human, there's a point in the game that was actually very interesting and made a lot of sense and stuff. He's like the human population is going to be on a decline because everybody wants to screw a damn robot. Nobody wants to be with a real woman or man.
Well, I mean, I could see, like, for instance, I mean, Casey probably would rather be with the AI robot.
With an unfeeling robot.
Yeah.
That they can basically take orders of what she barks at. Oh.
It doesn't
Do
question
this,
their-
do that, do this, do that. Leave me alone. Yes, ma'am. Of course. Yes, of course, ma'am. All right, sure, no problem. Okay, thank you. Okay, yes.
I can see the people that are um,
That are antisocial, or maybe people who have anger issues.
yeah, I'm right here too, honey. Do you want to share the gate? You want to share the gate? You do that side, I'll do this side.
Okay.
But even more still, androids that in the game, because it mentions in the game too, that you can buy AI children and adopt them as your own. I mean, I don't know. It's just,
It's a very thought-provoking game, isn't it?
yeah. I was watching Jacksepticeye. He was playing through the game. He made an interesting observation. He said if a couple wanted children, instead of spending probably 30, 40, $50,000 in court costs and fees and as expensive as it is to actually adopt and everything, all you have to do is spend 6,500 and you get a kid that looks eerily real, you know.
Yeah.
So money would be I guess the major drive in that department. And if they're like in the game, they have their little LED lights. You can just pop the lights off, and you won't be able to tell if they're human or not, which is kind of a scary thought. I don't know. It's just,
I think I would do it if there was no kids that needed to foster and adopt. Like
yeah,
if we lived in a world that's not a thing, yeah, I probably would do something like that, huh, honey? If we're not able to have children, to have a robot child. But that's only if
yeah.
there is not a possibility of doing that. There wouldn't be any
Which I
kids.
could probably see that being the case, because if you think about it, if more and more people are wanting to adopt AIs than children, then the government and stuff would have no choice but to cut the cost of actually adopting a real human and all of the, and make it far more easier to adopt, because, you know, you know what I mean? They would make it they would cut the price of it and make it a lot easier to adopt a real child in that case if everybody is wanting to go the cheaper route. You know what I mean? So then I can see it at that point there'll be a turn and people would be adopting more kids, real life
Yeah,
kids.
just leave it to the government. They'll regulate the hell out of anything you let them touch.
Yeah.
Well, you know my thoughts about the government. They all can suck it.
Even as they write my paycheck. Well, kinda.
I'm really needing to see a chiropractor because my lower back has really been bothering me for over a couple of weeks now.
Do you continue doing that thing?
Oh.
Christ, if we have to investigate
how
every time
much
somebody
to go
hears a
see
strange
one?
noise, we're gonna need more
And
cops.
do you have insurance?
What's that?
Hey, were you really making a
For your
report back there in the
chiropractor?
Yeah,
elevator?
because I
Just by closing your
I
eyes?
gotta change my
Correct.
policy plan
Shit.
next year.
Wish I could do that.
One that's a bit better than the one I've got this year. And from what I was reading, it said that from what I read, it said that
Anybody
chiropractic
home?
is part of because
Open up!
the
Detroit
medical
police!
the medical field actually sees
Stay behind me.
Got it.
today now chiropractic as a form of medical treatment.
Yeah, back in the day, it used to not. It used to be seen as like cosmetic or therapeutic.
Yeah, but now it's
Yeah. Now that more and more doctors are recommending it.
yeah.
But does that make them more expensive?
Well, usually.
Yeah, I was reading a general idea of what the cost of chiropractors are, and they can range between $60 and $200, with the average cost usually around.
What the fuck is this?
The average cost around about 60 to 70.
Jesus, this
But-
place.
But if it's covered by, if your insurance helps to cover it and stuff, then, you know,
Well, looks like we came for nothing. Our man's gone.
then it could be something to where you pay very low amount or maybe even nothing at all, depending upon your insurance, other than maybe a deductible.
Yeah, my dad is constantly having to going to one because of that slipped disc.
Yeah, one of the guys where I was at my work, he has some really bad. Well, he has a slip disc in his lower lip back. God, I hope I don't have a slip disc. I don't think there's anything surgically they can do for that, is there?
I need some fruit. Found something?
They put it back in place and then use it with the one above it or below it.
I don't know. It looks like a notebook, but it's indecipherable.
But he said he used to go to the chiropractor all the time back when it helped, but it got to the point to where not even that would help him.
My dad's only doing it until they can set the surgery.
But the guy in my work, he said that chiropractic, you know, it really did help him when it did help. And, you know, I was watching some videos, which was kind of fun to watch. It's some people find
RT.
it
Probably in.
find it like watching videos and
initials
just
in his
hearing the
jacket.
sound of your
That's
back
something your mom
cracking.
does when you're in first grade.
Just that.
Probably something.
The driver's license is fake.
Yes.
Cool. At least we didn't come for nothing.
Yes, I watch nipple popping videos that are absolutely disgusting.
Ugh. But some people, even though they're disgusting, it's kind of a form of people. I don't know. It's like, what's the word? I can't even think of the word. Like relieving watching it or something. Yeah, yeah. Just watching it all squirt out like cheese.
I don't know.
Real books. I thought I was the...
You like the satisfaction of those
Last guy in Detroit to keep some.
the bubble pop things?
Electronic books, you can't smell the paint.
In packages, how you can just sit there and just do one.
Its
by
LED
one?
is in the
Well,
sink.
That's satisfying, right?
Yeah.
Not surprised it was an android. No human could live with all these fucking pigeons.
Nasty yellow, pink, and whatever other ungodly colors.
Well, they're perfectly godly. I've made it that way,
Any idea what it means?
right?
RA9.
Yeah, but the
Written
other
2,471 times.
entertainment out of it.
It's the same sign Ortiz's android
Well,
wrote on the
you
shower
made it
wall.
possible,
Why are they obsessed with this sign?
right?
Yes.
Looks like mazes or something.
But for me, I don't like watching those kind of videos, the pimple popping, but I do like watching the back cracking.
I like both.
Now, about 15, maybe 18 years ago, I had somebody, he wasn't licensed, but he obviously knew what he was doing. He did a adjustment. And I got to tell you, when he was done, I felt so much better. I mean, just literally just loose all over. I was like, wow.
That job was actually feeding these fuckers.
I don't think I'll ever do it. Unless it's medically I have to. I don't think I would voluntarily do it. I'm just really nervousy about my sciatic nerve. Yeah, people do that for the sciatic nerve, but I don't know, that sciatic nerve really makes a fear. You know what happens when it gets inflamed. You've seen it. I would say this, I'd rather break my arm than have that sciatic nerve pain. Ugh.
Yeah, which is probably what's, well, see, when I worked at Father Purcell's, which is a children's nursing home, I lifted kids in and out of the wheelchair to the bed, from the bed to the wheelchair, to the, and some of the kids were really heavy, and one day when I was lifting, I felt something in my lower back go like that, and my back literally went out. I was out for about a week or two, and the doctor says that I'm just going to be prone to lower back problems and issues because of it, and 3 times since then, not recently, hopefully it won't happen hasn't happened recently, and hopefully it won't, but my back got irritated to the point where it gone out. Like the job I had last before I was working here, I literally bent down and bent over to pick up a leaf off the ground because I was a custodian, and as soon as I straightened up, it's like someone just shoved a knife in my back, and I was again out for a whole week and stuff. And so which is one of the reasons why why the one guy at my job at that time kind of did an adjustment a little bit, which did help. But I do kind of want to see a professional, and
So, let me get this straight. You have experience working at technically a medical facility, and you're working at a gas station.
No, I work at a grocery store.
Well, oh, sorry. I was thinking. I was having a conversation earlier about gas stations, and that's what I was thinking about. But yes, a grocery store.
Yeah,
What
I,
got you
I,
out of
I
the?
was a certified nursing assistant.
What got
And
you out of it?
I worked there for about 9 years, and um, basically the situation. What happened was um, I had put this kid who was basically like Houdini in his wheelchair, and I had strapped him in and buckled him in and stuff. And the little turd managed to get himself out of his restraints and was bending over, and I knew, and so I quickly ran over there and kind of pushed him back in the seat, not hard or anything, just kind of pushed him back. Because some of the kids, you have to be a little kind of like, come on now, kind of thing. And a parent saw that and claimed that I was manhandling him, and they didn't have any evidence or anything about that, and they ended up firing me because of it.
Why? And then you just couldn't get a job in the field afterwards.
Well, to be honest, I was really I never really wanted to get into the medical field like that to the begin with, and the thought of, because I really did enjoy working with the kids and stuff and taking care of them and everything, but I just don't think I had that same kind of passion for like taking care of the elderly in that same sense. And so I kind of took it as a sign it was time for me to move on and do something else. So, but the thing is, after 9 years, I was only making $9.75 an hour, and the nursing home it was a donation ran organization. So
Basically a charity.
Yeah, it was a charity nursing home.
501 or 401c3 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I was full time, but like I said, I was only making $9.75, and this was after 9 years of working. And where I'm at now, I'm making
What was the minimum wage at that time?
What was it, $5.50?
Yeah.
So only a $4 difference, well, $4.25 difference. But now I've been working 9 years at the job I'm at now, and I'm making almost 16 an hour. So
yeah.
So
I would have thought that as a profession.
Nobody wants to hear about me talk about my salary.
But no, like the profession of that, you had to go to schooling for that.
Yeah, I went.
Degree.
Yeah, well, I went to the Montgomery Job Corps Center, which is kind of like a trade place where I think the oldest they will accept is like 18, I think. Or maybe I'm wrong about that because I was in my early 20s when I went there. But they have different fields that you can get into. They had like car mechanic, they had like air conditioning, they had they had certified nursing assistant, they had medical assistant, which is actually what I was wanting to go into, is medical, but unfortunately it was filled up. And so CNA was my second choice, and my third choice was actually secretary. Because I'm not a really hands-on mechanical kind of thing, so fixing air conditionings and repairing cars was not something that I felt like I would, be interested in, although probably would have paid a lot more money than being a CNA. But but I went there for about 8 months and got my certification. So and you actually live on the campus, so you live there and you get up and get breakfast, and then you go immediately to your trade class. You're there for about 4 or 5 hours, I think, and then you leave out, and then you got the whole campus, and they have like a little cafeteria place there. Everybody has their own dorm rooms, men and women, separate rooms, separate buildings or whatever, and so yeah. I mean, I guess if I had to pick a trade or whatever, you know, maybe, I don't know. I'd have to look at the list again of what they have to offer, but
if this has been like almost 20 years ago, at least, right?
yeah, well,
Different.
2010 was when I left that job, so 13 years ago. So I'm sure they probably have changed some things by then, but I'm probably way too old to even get enrolled into.
They got like 90-year-olds graduating from university, so never say never.
Well, the thing is I didn't, as far as I knew, as far as I knew, I didn't have to pay for it. Like, I didn't have to pay for anything.
Yeah.
It was all free. And I think what it is that the government gave the Job Corps Center a substantial amount of money for each student that was there. So,
Yeah.
so each student, they probably gave them $40,000 to $50,000, or maybe not that much, but you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
that's how the place was able to keep it running and to do what it was doing, because it was getting money from the government. So. So, I mean, I don't have a lot of regrets and stuff, but, you know, but if I could go back and do it over again, I would negate going to the Job Corps Center altogether. I would probably take out a substantial little bit of a loan, and I would go to school and actually be an X-ray tech.
Yeah.
I would
believe that's what my sister-in-law is doing.
I would like to be like an X-ray technician, just taking X-rays and
Yeah.
stuff. I think I probably would enjoy that and probably be making by now, well over 100 grand, if not a year.
Hey, you could probably still get into it. It's never too late. Life is not a sprint. Just because you didn't get things done in your 20s and 30s doesn't mean you can't do it.
Yeah, but I really, in this late in life, I really don't want to have a substantial amount of debt on my head.
Yeah.
If I was much younger to where I could get it paid off in a reasonable amount of time and be able to actually enjoy the profession and build up a nice nest egg from it, to set myself up, then sure. But,
Hey, if you're making 150,000 a year, I'm pretty sure that debt will go away pretty quickly.
well, true. Yeah. So, because here in Montgomery, we have Trentham College, which I believe they actually have a X-ray tech class and everything. So, and I think it's a 4-year program.
If you do it online, it's easier.
I don't know if they have.
Medical professions you might not be able to do online.
I was about to say, I don't know if
Medical professions, it's really hard to do it online because they have to show you actually how to operate the equipment. So
now, I can probably, well, I mean, if it was online, then a lot of the book work and stuff like that you can probably do, but you probably would have to come in, a couple times each week and do like lab work.
Yeah, that would make sense. If your traditional classes were online, and then
because you have to have, I think, so many hours worth of lab credit. But I just don't know if I want to learn all the bones in the human body and the skull bone's connected to the frac bone's connected to the iridial bone, or something. I don't know.
You know, I would just do it for the money.
That's a bad reason to go into public service.
Well, I know, but when,
Right.
like for instance, him, he needs the extra money to be able to move out and stuff. We would do a lot better if I had a good job. You know, you don't
But
have
you
to
don't.
you don't have to like your job.
Well, it's
very
important.
helpful if you do.
I grew up learning that no, your job is to provide for your family.
Yes, but if you're going into some sort of public service where you're dealing with like people like that, you really need to not be doing it for the money. Like yes, the money is a nice bonus, but you shouldn't be going into
Well, it
nursing.
also depends on yourself too. Like me, I have patience for people that would be rude to me, and I am a people person. But like I've worked at cash register. I didn't like the people that I worked under, but I sure did like the money that I was getting to pay for my cell phone.
Well, I mean yeah. I mean, that's the only reason why I'm still where I'm at is because of the money. I don't like the job that I'm doing.
Makes me think of the teacher who quit her job and decided to do OnlyFans full time. Don't get any ideas.
No, it probably would have worked very well if I was smart enough to go to college for something.
Oh no, I was saying don't get any ideas about doing OnlyFans.
Yeah, I know what you were thinking. But
Sell feet pics.
But the thing is, I sucked at school completely. I have a learning disability, so it's very hard for me. And so, me going to college probably won't do me any good.
Well, see, I'm Googling onto Trenum College. Trenum State Community College. Yeah, they got dental assisting, medical assisting, technology, practical nursing, registered nursing, radiology, medical radiology, technology. That is just, that's a mouthful. Ultrasound diagnostic, medical sonography, respiratory therapy. I think radiology, medical, radiology, technology. I should say that really fast.
Red Tech is your X-ray. Red Tech is the X-ray.
Right. Programs and training. Will begin its group in the spring of 2024. Applications will be due by October the 20th of this year. Well, that's radiology is a medical discipline that uses medical imaging to diagnose and treat diseases. Radiological technologist or a medical person who performs diagnostic imaging examinations. They are educated in anatomy, patient positioning, examination techniques, equipment protocols, radiation safety, radiation protection, and basic patient care. RTs must complete at least 2 years of formal education in an accredited hospital-based program or a 2 or 4 year education program at an academic institute and must pass a national certification examination through the American Registry of Radiology Technologists. To remain registered, they must earn continuing education credits. So first semester math, intermediate algebra, ugh. Biology 201, and anatomy and physiology. I can't even.
Anatomy and physiology.
Yeah. Then there's college orientation, introduction into radiography, radiographic procedures, patient care, clinical education 1, and completing all. That's all in your first year. Second semester, anatomy. I can't say that. Anatomy and Psycho 2. Rad procedures 2, clinical education 2, imaging equipment, and that's it for your second year. Third year, English composition, clinical education 3, exposure principles, radiation protection and biology, and that's it for third year. Then fourth year is English composition 2 or SPH 106 Fund Oral Com or SPH 107 Public Speaking. General psychology, RAD 212 imaging, evaluation and pathology, clinical education 4. And then your fifth year, humanities elective, clinical education 4, review seminar, and for a total credit hours of 76.
I knew you gotta tell them what you're gonna be doing next fall.
I'm gonna be trying to go for my master's degree next fall. I'm gonna decide what school I'm gonna do or where I'm gonna do or what I'm gonna do, but before it gets too late, I think I would like to do that.
Hey, it's always better to. But I would probably wait until you got your debt paid down a good bit first before.
I might as well just go ahead and rack
You
up
might
more.
as well just go ahead and dive in debt, head over heels in debt.
I've already got so much, so.
Aren't you at 40,000?
Yes.
And how much is the extra amount going to cost?
10 to 15.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Because I've already got my bachelor's degree.
And how much? And how much extra is that going to get you per month? Or per year?
Immediately, likely none, but it looks good when it's promotion and a raise time.
Well, according to, did I read that right? So everything I said, first semester 1 year, second semester 1 year, third semester, not 1 year, but first year. So, but all these are first year, first year, first year. You're telling me that this is a 1 year course in radiology? Must complete at least 2 years of formal education in an accredited hospital or a 2 or 4 year education abroad in an academic institution. Huh. Too bad some of those, like the math and algebra and all of that, that you couldn't. I don't know if they would allow to even take a test to exempt some of those.
it wasn't for my learning disability, I probably would try for
GED.
well, first, yeah, I would need to get GED. I wasn't even able to get a diploma. I didn't pass high school.
Hmm.
But then again, all the jobs that I was given didn't require a GED or a high school diploma.
Well, the Trenton State College has a financial aid office. They got the Pell Grant Program. The Federal Supplemental Educational Opportunity Grant, Alabama Student Assistance Grant, and Federal Work Study.
When's the last time your dad studied for something? Oh no, it was Judy. Yeah. And how old is she?
Goddamn fucking pigeons! What are you waiting for? Chase it!
Judy's in her 50s and she just got done with hers.
Chasing after an android who was convicted of something. This has turned into like Jason Osborne right now. Running through buildings and then sliding off the roofs and then
What is that? Again, that big one happened earlier.
What are you doing? Careful!
oh, I am catching up to him quick.
Holy shit!
I am going after him quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hey, get careful!
See, the android that I'm playing is
Look out!
a prototype. It's a lot more faster and able to, specifically designed to be a
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! We had it! Fuck!
It's my fault. I should have been faster.
You'd have caught it if it weren't for me. That's all right. We know what it looks like. We'll find it. Hey, Connor.
I don't know why it's not playing
Nothing.
the replay for
He wanted to say thanks, but he's not going to thank he's not going to thank an android. Yeah, because you don't have to be nice to an android. You don't have to be polite.
Alright. The bungalow, the playground, or the dirt bike?
Dirt bike and then the house.
Who are you?
Fugitives. Just like you. My name is Josh.
I'm Simon.
North.
This is Jericho?
It's a refuge for those who don't want to be slaves anymore.
And you knew that only an android could follow the trail, didn't you?
Only those who are like us can find Jericho.
If you could decipher the signs, it's because one of us trusted you enough to give you the key.
There's a place where we can be free. Find Jericho.
Wow, beautiful kids.
How many
Yeah,
are
his
you?
eyes.
There are 19 of us still in working order. The rest were damaged
That's
escaping their
beautiful.
masters.
Many tried to reach
That's
Jericho.
really cool.
Few succeed.
But I always
Humans
liked
have
the
little
two
pity for
different
our
color
kind.
eyes.
I understand how you feel. But we have more
Right?
freedom here than you ever did.
See, this one's
Waiting in
like
the dark for something to
super
happen?
easy. You don't even need my help,
That's not how I see freedom.
right?
You're lost. Just like the rest of us. We didn't ask for this. All we can do now is deal with it.
You're safe here. You can stay with us as long as you want.
Go and see Lucy. She might be able to help you.
Ching, 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 ching.
Right. Come on.
Num num.